Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, a group with a whole lot to prove here today, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Turn starts inside the 15. They can't slow him down. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all the way telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. And now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff heading left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 50, across the 40, inside the 20, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kirk, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Boy, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. And all of a sudden, we got a new game.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Man is brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense makes their way on the field. Runner takes off to his right. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And there's the handoff. And that will pick up a first down. We'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Talk about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Fights off a defender. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And here's the handoff. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Smarter for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the handoff. Powering right past the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Oh, there's the stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a target, and it's complete. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Pitches to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They look to throw it here on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Offense in a split backfield now. Movement here from the tight end. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Launching one to the end zone. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Off play action, he's looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
First down here for this offense.
Come on, set.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch is made down the middle. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he fires the football to the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up. Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll run it here. Fights off a defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Now here's the toss play. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Running with purpose. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it in 3rd and long and came up well short. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. A running play called on 4th down. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.